Well, sometimes it's the little things that are nice to get. I had these are like inside star lock washers that go on the struts. I got the new struts, and so I got a little box of these, and these are 1/2 inch, and so just to compare, you know, that's identical, and the thickness is the same. So I'm going to put them on. I need 8 of them, so let's see. I'll just show putting one of them on. So we got one on the inside, and one on the outside, just like that. And then it goes in there. Now I can tighten that down. So I'm going to do that on, you know, top and bottom of both of these, and then I'm gonna get ready to start grinding this with my, you know, the best tool that I have for this right now, with all that filler or you know, high you know, this really whatever this Bondo or whatever this primer is that's so high on there. I'm going to use this wire brush. I don't have, there's some tools that really take that off down to bare metal much more efficiently, but that's what I've got, so that's what I'm going to use. All right, well, this is just a huge pain. As I said, this is got a thick layer of filler or high build primer or whatever it is. It's a huge pain in the ass to get off, and I think that, you know, there's probably a better tool for this, but I don't own it, so that's the problem. I'm gonna just use the wire brush. So you can see how doing that basically, you know, it exposes things like this. But that's the whole point. You can get this down to bare metal, so I've got to do this area, this area, this area, this area. And then I'll be done with that. And I'm going to take the grinder with the sander and just get these bumps down. I'm just going to see if I can get a nice flat looking deck lid. So I'll re-record once I've got all this junk off. Alright, can I just say what an unbelievable pain in the ass it is to have the, I guess that's body filler underneath. It's just a 1mm layer over the entire thing. But making progress. I've got basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more little patches here, and then I'll be done with this. But you know, this takes some time. Then I've got to just get all the little nooks and crannies. But you know, in the end, I could just buy another one of these, but I think I'm gonna make this work. And then, you know, I'm gonna refill all this up in these rough patches. All right, well, that was a very nasty job. So I went over with I removed all of the paint and filler and everything. And then on certain problem areas, like right here, I went over it with the sander. I took all of these bumps off, but again, it's indented a little bit there. The welding heat, I think, deformed it. So, and that's the story on the front side. Again, I got a dent here. I got this area here and here. I've got this area is just a little bit uneven, and then this area just needs some filler in there. I don't think the rust is as much rust on the backside. Put the sanding bit on the grinder, and I smoothed down all around these hinges, smoothed down the bumps for the welding, smoothed down here, and I went all around the edges here just to kind of make that so at least that will have a clean paint line. And then what happens under here, right, I'll put a little filler under there and clean this out with some mineral spirits and sand it down a little bit first. And you know, this whole thing will get primed and painted as well, but it's just less critical what the underside looks like. On the outside, I think now has the makings for looking pretty decent, I would say. So that was a dirty job. All right, sanded off this deck lid. Smooth this out. All the junk is off. So it's pretty much ready for body filler. This side, I have to just, I sanded it, but really what I have to do on this side is clean it really well with mineral spirits. Go over it just by hand because of the contour, just with some, you know, pretty sandpaper, just to get the primer to grab on the back side. I don't really care which bumps, but on the front side, obviously I'm gonna put, you know, some body filler on these and just see if I can make this just look nice again. A little hole there. And here's my Bondo that I'm getting ready to do on here. I want to allocate enough time so that I can just get the Bondo on everywhere where it needs to be, which is basically here. I probably will just go really thinly over most of it in case there's any little pock marks. And then I've got here, this one, and then on the back side, I'm gonna press some in here with my finger just to get it so that you don't notice that rust damage. And you know, before I do that, I might hit the back side of that with some rust reformer. And then this, you know, this, I can put a little bit of body filler over this to kind of hide all these weld marks. I might just do that kind of with my finger, just to make it look a little bit better when you open the deck lid, but that doesn't really matter that much. All right.